and welcome to the first lesson in Module 1, the basics of projects. In this lesson, we learn about what is a project, what is an opportunity, and what is a project lifecycle. We're also going to cover the main characteristics of a project, how we typically measure project success, and how we could measure project success. So let's get into this. Look, according to the Project Management Institute, the term project refers to any temporary endeavor with a definite beginning and the end. So that means that the project will typically have a start and end, which is not a business as usual. It is designed to create a unique value, a result, whether it is a product, a service, or a new asset. It has goals or a problem that it solves and requires some kind of organization to be set up. And also it requires a cross-functional team collaboration. So it's not usually something that can be done by one person. Project outcomes are measurable to determine the successful completion of a project, and the measures can be either tangible, like cost and schedule, or intangible, like reputation. Every project operates within certain boundaries, which we call constraints, such as project scope, schedule, and cost. And you cannot complete your project successfully until you pay attention and balance the three constraints at all time, and it's the customer who is the final judge. It is the customer that decides whether the objectives have been accomplished or not. So let's say you want to build a house. This is your project. The customer must specify what the house looks like. You need to specify how many bedrooms, how big the land, whether it's 5 bathrooms, what about the swimming pool or a veggie garden. You get the idea. Projects come in a wide range of shapes and sizes. A project can be big and complex, like the construction of an LNG plant or expansion to existing facilities, which takes years to complete and have huge budget. Or it could be building a new bridge or a new technology type project, like bringing a new technology to a market. Even a personal project, such as moving to a new location, selling your house, or building a new house. So the outcome of a project results in deliverables. So what are deliverables? Well, anything that is produced during the development, such as documents, plans, project reports, is considered to be a deliverable. A deliverable may also be the result of the project itself. Having a final deliverable as well as timeline is what's distinguishing the project management from business as usual. And if a project comes in reasonable close to its budget and close to its initial schedule, so it doesn't slip by a year or more, and more importantly, if the project produced more or less as per plan, has no safety accidents, it is usually considered a successful project. There are other criteria that must be considered, but in a traditional way, it is seen that if you meet those 5, cost, schedule, quality, operability, and safety, you are on the right track. However, doesn't mean that you will be successful long term. How could we define project success that lasts? Well, let me introduce you to the 3 pillars of project success, which is just another way to look at project success. Delivering value, management of uncertainty, and building and maintaining project relationships. Well, this picture, which is from Project Management Institute website, represents a really good understanding of project success. So it is not just about delivering value, but also managing risks, managing relationships, including stakeholders' expectations as you move from assess to concept, development, all the way to execution. Managing risk or uncertainty. Well, risk management is all about minimizing potential risks while maximizing potential opportunities. And it starts from selecting the right type of opportunity, setting up the right corporate governance to ensure strategic alignment of all the projects, and of course, managing risks as you move from one phase to another to meet stakeholders' expectations. And finally, managing relationships, which is about project relationships and stakeholders' relationships, even between the different project stakeholders themselves, and also the development and project manager and the team, and even between the team members themselves. So, for the opportunity to succeed, the development and the project manager must know how to work with different organization culture and political environment to ensure that both the project organization and its stakeholders community have their needs met. So what comes before the project begins? Where does the opportunity start? What is the project lifecycle? A typical opportunity has the following 5 phases, which we sometimes call the stages: assess phase, concept, develop, execute, and operate. Taken together, those phases represent the path the project takes from the beginning to the end and are often called the project lifecycle. During the first phase, the assess phase, the opportunity is identified, and this can be a business problem or a new idea. If there is a justification to progress this opportunity and there is at least one feasible solution found, the opportunity moves to the second phase, the concept phase. In this phase, feasibility studies are conducted to evaluate feasible alternatives and select the best concept. The third phase, develop, it's all about developing and defining the chosen concept. The fourth phase is about executing the defined concept, and the last phase is about moving to a new environment. The first 2 phases we often call development, whereas the third and the fourth phases we often call the project. So the opportunity can be absolutely anything that is of a business nature, or a problem that needs to be solved, or an idea with a clear value proposition. And it's a term which we use often in this course to describe a development in assess, concept, develop, and execute phases of its life cycle.